Welcome to Dateline Schools, a presentation of the St. Clair County Regional Educational Service Agency, with your host, Chris Troy.
School is quickly coming to an end, and those parents may be out there wondering, what can I do with my student? I mean, they can't spend the whole day by the pool, but if they are by the pool, maybe they should be reading. That's our topic this week on Dateline Schools with my special guest, Mike Mercatante from the St. Clair County Library System. Mike, thanks for joining us.
Hi, Chris. Thanks for having me.
So, reading in the summer, is that really an important thing, or can kids just take summer off?
Oh, no. Your brain is a muscle. The more you exercise it, the more in shape you stay. This has been proven over and over again that there is a thing called summer slide, and it's been documented by teachers, educators, and librarians all over the world. And for the 2.5 months that kids have over the summer, if they don't read, there's a profound loss. Teachers will spend the first 4 to 6 weeks trying to get the kids to catch up. And it's been shown that if you read as little as 4 books over the summer, that can keep you stable. And the more, the better. And it doesn't have to be like a textbook or a grammar book or anything like that. You can read whatever you want. And that's where the library comes in to help bridge that gap over the summer, because we have a really exciting summer reading program every summer.
So it can be literally anything. It doesn't need to be necessarily challenging. It's just keeping that muscle exercised.
Absolutely. And you want to make it as fun as possible. So the kids go all year with academics and stuff like this. So if you want to read a comic book, if you want to read manga, if or fantasy, fiction, whatever kids want to read, even magazines, all that stuff, it just exercises your brain. So the main, kids want to have fun. We all do, So we want to read things that we like. And so the more appealing we can make it to children, the better the results are.
Now, we were just talking about other things besides just reading parents can do, and you brought up a couple neat things. What were those?
Oh, well, it's just the emphasis is really on reading anything. So even if you wanted to play a game like when you're driving down the highway or something, if you want to have your kids read the billboards or signs that are from businesses and things like that, and you can turn that into a game. It's still activating their brains, and it's still getting them to read. Kind of getting them away from screens is important. I know, you can read on ebooks and things like that, and that still is reading. So that's better than nothing. But I'm kind of an analog guy, and I like to have a paper book in front, and that was kind of how we worked that out with my son. When he was growing up. So really, it's any format as long as the word is there. And if you're doing it in the car or something like that, you can have them read out loud, and there's a real benefit to reading out loud.
Mike, the St. Clair County Library System has just put out a brochure, All Together Now. Tell me about that.
Well, All Together Now is our summer reading theme this year, so it's a feeling of togetherness and working together towards common goals. It's really an exciting program. We have this happen every year. It happens it starts on Friday, June 16th, and it goes to August 12th. It's open to everyone in St. Clair County. We encourage you to have a library card, which you can get for free at any library branch in the county. And it's an incentive to get kids and everyone to read. So you basically keep track, for children under 18, you keep track of the minutes that you read, which I think a lot of parents are familiar with in the school system, that their kids are already doing that.
What is the incentive for these kids to partake in this program?
Well, we found over the years, as the program has grown and grown and grown, and we've been doing this for decades, really, you incentivize it, just like we're all incentive-based. We like to compete for something, in a friendly way. And this is really not a competition against other people. It's just like you're running to try to increase your time or something like that. So, if you read 10 books last year, maybe you want to read 12 or 15 this year or something. So we have lots and lots of prizes for all the different age groups. Starting with kids, they can get a Nintendo Switch with a Mario game bundle. That's a grand prize, and there's a lot of lesser prizes as well. There's Lego sets, there's puzzles, there's a kid drone kit that a drone that the kids can make. Another big grand prize for the children is a family membership at the zoo for a year, and that's really cool. So that's unlimited visits That goes for 2 adults, 4 kids, and 2 guests. So you could essentially bring 8 people every time you go. And if you want to go every day, go every day. You can do that. Prizes for teens, there's a PS5. And then for adults, there is a Sam's Club membership for a whole year, along with a $200 Sam's Club gift card, too. So it's very easy to do. Kids under 18, they read minutes. So you just keep track of the minutes that they read. And adults would keep track, actually, of the number of books that they read.
So is this a library-funded program, or is this from a literacy program? How does that get covered?
That is the result of the millage passing. In August, last August, the citizens of St. Clair County were very supportive and expressed their support for the library system, and we're very grateful of that. And so this is a way. We've always had prizes, but this year we've got more of them. And so this is one of our ways of saying thank you. And really now that we have the millage for the next 10 years, there's going to be more of everything every year. So we want people to just stay tuned, because we've got a lot of really cool services coming up.
Mike, how does a student or a parent register to have their student be part of this program?
Well, it's very easy. If you've done this before in the past, you can still do the old school way. You can go to any branch and get a paper slip and fill it out. But really, since COVID happened, we've had to get innovative, and we also have an app now called Read Square, which you can download from our library website, which is www.stclaircountylibrary.org. So you can download that app. You can register for the summer reading, and there's a lot of fun activities on there as you register, and it'll track all your minutes and everything. So there's no more counting with hash marks and everything, little Billy read, 27 minutes, there you go. But you can still do that way, and that's still just as good. You can turn a paper slip in, or if you want to do it even more digital, we've got that as an opportunity as well.
So to a degree, it is a bit of the honor system, but this does kind of help keep track, if anything, for parents to keep an eye on what their kids are reading. How important is it for parents to read out loud to their early kids?
Oh, it's very important. And it's also really good to show good reading habits. So kids, if they're in an environment where they see their parents and their brothers and sisters reading and it's encouraged, they're much more inclined to read. And it actually shows in their grades as they get older. So, it doesn't take much to really set an atmosphere to do that, But again, if you can do that behavior yourself, you're sitting down reading your book, your tablet or something, and your kid sees that. And then really, if you're sitting down with your child, a small child, and they're in your lap or something, there's a real intimate thing. And I mean, that's a very fond memory of my mother and I, is we read every single night. And then she would purposely make mistakes and see if I would correct her. And that really taught me to pay attention and to follow along and not just listen.
Mike, how can people find out more information about this program?
Well, there's multiple ways. If you have a library card, make sure that we do a once-a-month emailing. So you should get one of those. If you're not getting it, please talk to someone at your library branch and just make sure that your record is up to date with your current email and everything. So that happens every single month. You can go to our website, www.stclaircountylibrary.org, and there'll be a PDF of the program booklet, which is 40 pages. There's an events calendar on there you can sort by just your branch if you want to just do that, or if you want to look at the whole system. It's in chronological order. So, if I'm going to take the kids out on Thursday. Oh, we're in Marysville. Nothing's happening there. But down in St. Clair, there's a drone program going on. So you can do that. There'll be a PDF of the summer program booklet, which will have all the programs at all the branches for the next 3 months through August. So you can either save that and just look at it at your leisure. You can print it out if you want. There's our library Facebook page. So you just look for St. Clair County Library System on Facebook. We're on Instagram too. So many of our programs are posted on there. And there's always links to go right back to the library website. So that's the main site to hear everything.
And I think it's important that people know that, too. This isn't just about reading. The St. Clair Library, you guys host all kinds of programs throughout the county, don't you?
Oh, very much. And like I said, I'm holding up this brochure here. It's 40 pages, so there's a lot of programs going on. So really, at almost any given time that our library system is open, something's going on. Be it a story time. Almost every branch has a regular story time for the little ones. We've got Michigan notable authors coming in, award-winning authors. Here in Port Huron, they're doing a pen pal program we're partnering with the libraries over in Canada in Sarnia. And so the kids are going to write letters to each other and exchange kind of what their library experience is. And that's all going to culminate in August, where we're running the trolley. And people can get on the trolley. They're going to bus over to the bottom of the bridge, and the kids are going to wave to each other across. No passport needed, And so it's just another way to riff off the All Together Now theme. There's programs for seniors. There's programs for teens. There's teen poetry workshops over this summer. A lot of STEM stuff. STEM and STEAM, that's the big thing. So that's another way to prevent the summer slide. Keep your eyes open, and there's really a lot of fun things happening.
Mike, thanks a lot for being with us this week. For Dateline Schools, I'm Chris Troy. Dateline Schools is a presentation of St. Clair County RESA.